Hi there, it's another week and Bubba Chuck 14 is back with another video. So for this week I've got some pop culture items and stuff that I've got for the past few weeks and I'm here to share it with you. First up, I'm really a fan of the first and the only Transformers movie that matters. So I already have my Masterpiece Optimus Prime and Masterpiece Grimlock. Two of my favorite characters in that movie, and one other character that I love is Hot Rod. So I didn't get the Masterpiece Hot Rod, but I got this one, which is the Titan's Return one. So this one is a new line that the Transformers are releasing. So it's kind of a combination of the Headmasters with the Transformers old school. So this is the package that it comes with. So you got Hot Rod in his Autobot form, and he comes with Fire Drive, which is his head. So on the back it shows all the other Transformers that are available in the line and what's the alternate mode for Hot Rod. So there's a little bit of descriptions about Hot Rod, both in French and English, because we're in Canada. So without further ado, let's open this guy up so we can see how awesome he is. So now we've got Hot Rod out of the packaging, and what comes with Hot Rod is the instruction sheet on how to transform him both back into car and to robot mode. And we've got his Hot Rod bio card. So we got Hot Rod art on the front, and we got his tech specs at the back. So it's like kind of the old school tech specs that they're trying to replicate nowadays. Got his twin guns, and you can combine both these guns okay, so it looks like this, and you can put Fire Drive inside. Just bend his legs, get his hands out of the way. You can sit him up here, which looks like his gun sled, and you can put him in front of Hot Rod, which kind of looks ridiculous. So that's how he would look like. But let's get the gun out of the way. So you can open the cockpit for Hot Rod, and you can put Fire Drive inside. So you got the driver in. So that's how Fire Drive would look inside Hot Rod. So without further ado, let's start transforming Hot Rod. It's a nice little car, which is fairly accurate as far as I could remember in the cartoon. I like how he's designed, and it's not very expensive like the Masterpiece Transformers. I got Spike here, which is unfortunate. He can't fit inside the cockpit of Hot Rod. I would have wanted him to be driving Hot Rod. He would fit, but you can't close the cockpit. So let's look at Fire Drive. That's his Titan Master or Headmaster. So he doesn't have any paint applications. So to transform him into Hot Rod's head, you just fold his legs and his arms stuck inside. So that's Hot Rod's head. And now to transform Hot Rod. I like this figure because it's fairly easy to transform. So let's take out the arms. And then let's fold out the legs. There are tabs which connect into this. Tabs connect. This one's connect into the spoiler. And then when you have them out, you can fold them out and disconnect both legs. Fold out his feet. Fold in the thrusters and the wheels. And fold the spoiler up. Then rotate his waist. So you have his legs. And fold down this one. So we can fold down his chest. Fold out the arms. So now you've got Hot Rod's body. Oh, forgot the spoiler. Just turn it around and fold it back. And then we just put in fire drive, Hot Rod's head. And here we've got Hot Rod. So let's put his guns on him. And let's look how he looks like with his other Autobot friends. His leader Optimus Prime and Grimlock. He looks kind of small compared to both of these two, but I like the size proportion of Grimlock and Hot Rod. Looks accurate to the movie, but he seems kind of small when it's compared to Optimus Prime. So that's one of my hauls, Hot Rod, and let's go to the other ones. Up next, so we know that the sequel to Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out on May 5th. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is coming out. So what better way to celebrate that than to get my own Star-Lord Marvel Legends series. So this is the box it comes in. So you collect all the figures in this line so you can build Marvel's Titus. So on the side it's an illustration of Star-Lord. So it says Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And on the back you can also see all the other figures that are available for this line. And then there's a write-up about Star-Lord up here, which I won't read because I want to rip open the packaging and see how awesome this guy is. And then up next is another cutie who is Groot, which is the dancing Groot, but unfortunately this pop figure doesn't dance because it's not the battery powered one. So it's the same on the back of the packaging. It shows you all the other Pop Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy figures available. I've already had some Pop figures, but I'm not really into collecting them. But I've got some of them. One is the Captain America. And I've got, of course, my favorite Breaking Bad characters, Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. So those are all, and let's open the Guardians of the Galaxy figures now. So now we've got Groot out of his packaging, and I'll see how cute he is with his wobbly shaking head. So that's how he looks like front to back, and back to front again, and on top. That's how his head looks like. And we'll see how good he looks like with his buddies Captain America, Walter White, and Jesse Pinkman. So that's all my pop figures. And now we'll go and see how Star-Lord looks like. And here we have Star-Lord. I really like this figure. So he's fully poseable. So his arms, his hands, elbows, waist, knees. Then he's got two guns, which I really like because you can store them on his waist when you don't like him holding them. And what's more awesome is he's got two heads, one with a mask on and one where you can see his face. Just swap them out, and here you got Star-Lord where you can see Chris Pratt's face. So you can either play him with a Jurassic Park. And I like the jacket because it's like movable plastic. You can see his shirt. So he does have an ab crunch. Let's get him holding his guns. So now I finally got Star-Lord to hold his guns, which is a little bit difficult because of how his hands are formed. His thumbs are very difficult to move out of the way. So that's how it looks like. So at the back, really like the details, the small details in his costume, and it's very awesome. And it's very clean and smooth how they designed like every detail on his pants. Like even this small part here, which, let's see, the boots look great. So that's how he looks like, and he even looks really like Chris Pratt. And here's how he scales with a monstrous Hulk from my Marvel Select Avengers. Let's move the camera a little bit backwards. So he is a little bit in scale. The Marvel Select looks really good with the Marvel Legends and with his fellow Guardian of the Galaxy, Iron Man, and his, I like to call, cosmic suit, but it's really a small Hulkbuster. And of course, let's put him together with his fellow Guardian of the Galaxy in the MCU, Groot. So that's how they look together. And let's move to the last part of my geek haul. So as I've said in my last videos that I'm really a big fan of the Star Wars saga. So as you've known, I've got my Blu-ray for Star Wars Rogue One and for the first trilogy. And for the past few days, April 13th to 16th, we celebrated 40 years of Star Wars. since the first movie, New Hope, came out in May 25th of 1977. And it's amazing how after 40 years, Star Wars is still making waves, making news, and it's very relevant among the people. So I got the Black Series Imperial Death Trooper. This guy was in the Rogue One movie. So this is a different kind of stormtrooper since now he's got his black armor. So this is the Black Series packaging. It's like kind of the same as the others that came before it. I've got my Han Solo, Chewbacca. So it comes the same. It's got his description at the back, both in English and French. And the other figure that I've got is to commemorate and to celebrate who Princess Leia has been for us. And she's always a princess for the Star Wars fans. She passed away last year, Carrie Fisher. So I got my Princess Leia figure. So this is the Star Wars 40th year celebration. Comes in this like old school packaging, but instead of those small figures, they upgraded it to these big ones, which are really like the figures for the Black Series. They just came in different packaging. So all the other figures in the lineup are here. So let's get these guys open and see how the Force is with them. So here we've got the Imperial Death Trooper out of his packaging. So I like the eyes. Like there's a subtle color of green, neon green inside there. Like it changes whenever the light hits his eyes. It changes color. So I love the detailing. Like all these Black Series characters have awesome detailing on them. So he's got his two guns, a handgun and his rifle, which you can hang here. Like either of these guns you can put in this string, which serves a holster. So that's his back. It's kind of awesome looking. I really love how this Death Trooper looks like, and in my opinion these guys look more menacing than the regular stormtroopers. And here he is with his other Empire Sith Lords. This is Kylo Ren. So it's kind of difficult to stand him up. And we've got Darth Maul. So I haven't got Darth Vader yet. He's always sold out. And I like how they've combined the soft plastic with cloth for these characters. So Darth Maul is a little bit hard to stand up. That's why I'm holding him up. And now we move on to Princess Leia. Now we've got Princess Leia. And that's how she looks like. She's got cloth for her costume. And it's really nice that they didn't make it plastic. So it's very easy to pose her. And she's got this gun, which she used in the New Hope movie. And it's really nice that they've got this hood that she can use to put around her head. So like in the first part of the movie, where they didn't reveal her face yet, when she was talking to R2-D2. And the rendition of the face of Carrie Fisher isn't very bad either. Like it looks a bit like Carrie Fisher, and unlike Daisy Ridley, which I'll show in a moment, it really looks not like Daisy Ridley. And aside from that regular gun, she got this gun, which is the Stormtrooper gun that she used in A New Hope. And it's really nice because both her and Han Solo have this together with their figures. So we're also showing her with her husband Han Solo, the young Han Solo, which it's not really looks like Harrison Ford. The Princess Leia looks better. And then we've got Chewbacca. So those are the 3 New Hope characters that I've got. Scale's very accurate, I think. Leia was shoulder height of Han Solo. And this is the one that I've been talking about. Rey doesn't look like Daisy Ridley at all. Come on, focus. Okay. There, doesn't... It's far from Daisy Ridley's face. So here she is, knocking down Princess Leia with her stick. So that ends my video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And until next time, do it with style or don't do it at all. Have a great week ahead of you. And thank you again for watching. Hope you give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time.